was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green. Green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 52. 46 down, man.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, it's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20.
He's running.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 60 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
2-point conversion.
And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check 53 is mine. Check 53 is mine. It's a party now. Mike, 74.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be a...
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Flush to his right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Wentz now on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wentz to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now, Wentz again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to
Deshaun Jackson. There to make the grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
Now Wentz. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown pass to Sammy Watkins. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Wentz going to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
It's a
big play there for Philly. 56 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. They'll roll him out right. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what?
Travis Kelce past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Mahomes pass caught by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and it's complete to Kelce. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yards to go.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run, and the Eagles are in for 6.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Conversion.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, this is caught by Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. 57,
And again, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Crunch time, defense.
Steps away. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Not quite sure how to describe that, but I think that there's a mix-up in responsibilities defensively because they're so used to either the running back getting the ball or the ball getting out of his hands downfield as a pass that when he ends up keeping it, they sometimes get fooled. And he found a way to squirt through the defenders and take off for a big, big run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Woo, yeah!
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike's 54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side, it's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Again, it's Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, You've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. 20!
To throw is Wentz. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes, left side. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Chiefs 41.